welcome once again to another episode of Stu Him Productions Presents.
J&M Solve the World. I am James.
And I am Matt. And as you are watching this, it is 6 a.m. on Christmas Eve.
That's when it's going to download or upload?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when it'll be released.
Cool.
Now, what time you watch it, that's up to you. But this is our annual Christmas special. And James, as you're lighting a smoke, let me ask you a question.
Tell you if I know.
As a kid, what was the one gift that you really, really wanted, but you never got?
One gift I really, really wanted, but I never got.
And while you're thinking about that, we can't do a Christmas special without
The
the
Christmas,
Christmas
tree.
shop.
Or the Christmas tree.
Yeah, that too. And if you're wondering what all goes into the Christmas drink, go back. I actually did a short video of how the drink is properly made.
Right?
My hands are clean. I'm not going to sit here and go like, yeah. All right, back to the question.
Okay. I can't really think of anything so much that I really wanted that I didn't get. Not that I got everything I wanted.
Right.
Because, growing up, my dad had to retire when I was fairly young. Mm-hmm. So we didn't have a lot of money. And so I really wanted for a whole lot. I was just happy with what I did get.
Right.
But the one thing I always wanted as a kid was an Atari.
Ooh. Okay.
But I never got one because Dad believed it would hurt your TV. Remember back then?
Yep, I get it.
So, I wanted one, but I knew I wasn't ever going to get one. So I'd have to go play Chris's. I had a Pong, and we played the shit out of Pong,
Pong had nothing. It wouldn't hurt the TV.
No, it was constantly moving.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. My sister-in-law, my older brother's wife, he had one of those old school 52-inch, flat screens where it's got the 3 bulbs at the bottom.
The projections.
The projectors.
Yeah. Where it looked great if you was sitting right in front of it.
Right.
But if you moved over here about 15 degrees, it went whoo.
Red, this side green.
Yep.
My brother got an Xbox, and we started playing Halo and Gauntlet. Mm-hmm. She would not allow us to play it on the living room TV because it would burn.
Imprint the image into the screen, yep.
So she went out of town one time, and first thing we did is we pulled the Xbox and put it in the living room.
Burnt TV up.
Believe it or not, it didn't.
Didn't do nothing, yeah.
No.
Of course, the Atari was what was it? The Atari 1600?
1626 and the 32.
Yeah, but the 1600 was the first one that everybody got.
Yeah.
They played Pac-Man and what was the one? It was like an Indiana Jones type deal.
Oh, Pitfall.
Pitfall, yeah. And of course Galaga and all them games, And it's kind of funny. The first thing when I moved out, the first thing I bought, I bought a TV, 32-inch tube TV, because this was 1988, I want to say.
You were highfalutin.
So I bought that TV, and I bought a Nintendo.
Dang.
And I played, was it Galaga that you had to go from planet to planet until you got to Earth, and then you get to Mercury, and then you went to the sun to beat the game?
Oh, God.
you had a ship that went back and forth like
Oh
this.
yeah.
And you fighting all this crap that was coming at you and everything. I finally beat that about a weekend to have owning my Atari. And then not
Your
Atari,
Nintendo?
my Nintendo.
Yeah.
And then, of course, got baseball for Nintendo. And Chris and I don't know how many controllers we broke playing baseball. Motherfucker!
There was I remember this very vividly. The game that we had because we had an Atari 2600. But we never got. I mean, it wasn't brand new. Mom got it in at a garage sale, and it was after like the NES, the Nintendo first came out. But one of the Atari games that we had,
it was the new version of the Atari or you said the Atari what
2600. That's the one that had the faux wood grain on the front. But we had a game called Journey Escape, and you're members of Journey playing different levels, and their album about that time had the weird looking spaceship on the cover.
Right.
And that was the whole thing is you're putting together the spaceship and
No.
you beat the game, and then it was Journey playing. I was like, oh, cool.
You see that? No, it was Boston that had the album that looked like it had a spaceship on it. But what it actually was a Gibson guitar.
Yeah.
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 I mean, it looked, just at first glance, it looked like a flying saucer. But it was actually a Gibson guitar.
Well, this one was, it looked kind of like a face, sort of, with, yeah.
Right.
The one gift that I always wanted and I never got, of course, we were big in, my older brother and I, we were really big into Star Wars figures. I wanted the Death Star playset. And it had the different levels and
Wasn't it like a toy box too, where you could keep all your characters and stuff inside it?
no, that was Vader. His head was a figure storage, and then the Jawas tracked vehicle. But no, the Death Star was just like the outer pieces were rounded, and it had the where the laser came out, but it was all open,
Okay, yeah.
so you could see everything. Yeah.
I know Chris had a bunch of that Star Wars stuff.
Yeah.
Feliz Navidad. Probably should have said that. Now I have ice knocking on my door.
Well, because it's cold as we're recording, but then it's supposed to get warmer. So you won't actually have real frozen water anytime soon.
Right. It would have been last night.
Oh my gosh.
Ew.
Yeah.
As we're recording this, we got down into the teens last night.
Yes.
I think it's still in the teens where you're heading later.
Yeah.
We scored to the football game.
Yeah. So, what was one of your favorite gifts? And it's not necessarily has to be as a child. It could be, child, teenager, young adult, fart and dust old man.
I don't know. We haven't done gifts in so long.
Yeah.
Because we get gifts for the kids. But even the grandkids are old enough now. We just give them a freaking card.
Yeah. Gift card.
Gift card, or put some cash in a card for them, and say, here, go get what you want. Because what do you get somebody that's got everything they want?
Well,
Or that can get anything they want,
Exactly. And that's the thing is, it upsets me that you know, my daughter's not, oh man, I really want this or I really want that. So it's like, it's hard. I don't want to, I know what she wants, but it's so she can pay bills, get some groceries, yada, yada, a little extra money. But I, I still, I still like seeing people unwrapping gifts,
Right.
like what I did last year. And I'm not going to talk about it because somebody or person is getting the same sort of thing that I got everybody last year. And I just totally bricked it and I thought I'd gotten them that. But what I got everybody last year completely customized. Customized for that individual.
Right.
And it was really cool on Christmas morning watching my nieces, my brother, my sister-in-law. I didn't get to see my nephew do it because he was doing Christmas, I believe, with his girlfriend's parents, family, or yeah, yeah.
I
But
guess one of the best gifts I can think of, and it's not really a gift, but it is since my brother retired, the last 15 years we've been doing Christmas Eve at their house. And the first several of those, we got to do it with Herb and his wife, Gary and Nita, and my mom, and just the gift of family being together.
right.
You know, that's, every year is a little different.
Yeah, we all get older, and there's one thing that will happen to everyone, and there's one thing that you can never buy more of, and that's time.
Because Father Time ain't waiting on nobody.
Nope, he's the White Rabbit from Alice in Wonderland.
He's undefeated.
Fuck yeah, he is. Mother Nature's been defeated. Now, I'll say this with the advancements of modern medicine. There's been people that have made Father Time take a
step
hard
backwards.
time out.
Well, you remember when we were kids,
Oh, yeah.
a 50-year-old was an old
Oh,
motherfucker.
my God.
You know?
You're so old.
Yeah.
You go back and you watch those movies. Like Red Dawn. Okay. The dad in that movie was maybe 50.
Yeah. Well, like Cocoon,
Yeah.
old, what's his name?
Wilford Brimley.
Wilford Brimley.
Yep. Got the
Was
beaters.
was the same age there that Tom Cruise was about 5 years ago in one of the Mission Impossible movies.
Exactly. Now, see,
think-
I think that's just witchcraft Scientology.
Yeah. But I think the boomer generation,
Yeah.
who were children of the 60s and 70s, said, fuck this. Just because I turn a certain age don't mean I need to dress a certain way or listen to certain music, because it seemed like when we were kids, a 40-year-old woman had blue hair and wore that same ugly dress down to her ankles. And, when I was a kid, all the
Okay,
neighbor
yeah.
neighbor ladies around here, it's like,
Living up in Illinois, I mean, we had there were a couple people at school that or a couple of the females that wore dresses, but it was like the way that they were brought up, religion, or
Yeah.
whatever it is.
well,
And all the female teachers all were dresses, except
The gym teacher.
yes. And you
Yeah.
know that right there, that's one of the most sexist things ever. Because you think back to your male PE coach, okay? He's got them tight,
Shorty short coach's shorts.
yep, and some button-up shirt, and it's always tucked in, like
Yep.
straight down.
Yep.
And the
And he had keys hanging off of it for some reason.
yep,
Because when he'd be out there showing us drills or something like that, and he'd be running,
Swing
and
on,
like,
swing,
ching, ching,
swing,
ching, ching,
yeah.
ching, ching. Yep.
or he had a big wad of keys in his front pocket. At least you hope it was keys. But then the women PE teachers, they're in like straight track suits.
Right.
It's like
I remember our female PE teacher, she was pretty freaking sharp. And she wore the tracksuit, but it fit her butt very nicely. And as teenage boys, we're like, you know. Of course, when I was in high school, we had the shorty short gym shorts and the over the calf socks
Yep.
with the stripes on the top.
yep.
And some of the guys wore half shirts,
Oh yeah,
you know.
of course.
If
Oh, and then the like the old football jersey with all the holes in them, half shirts.
Of course, you know, when we'd split into teams, it was shirts and skins
Yep.
because we didn't have enough red shirts and enough blue shirts, you know, to
Yeah.
separate teams. So shirts and skins.
Um,
If you didn't want to take your shirt off, you could do the old pull the front over the back of your neck, like a shoulder brace
Yeah.
support type deal.
Yeah,
You could do that. That
really
would be
weird.
considered a skin, yeah. Which
when we were kids, talking my brothers and I, my mom did not have a problem with us watching Porky's. Movies like Porky's and stuff like that.
Revenge of the Nerds. And,
Oh yeah, but you know, in Porky's, Kim Cattrall, a young Kim Cattrall. Oh,
why they call her Lassie? You'll find out.
get her up in the equipment room.
Yep.
Ooh. And my
Smell that
mom's
smell.
my mom's favorite part of that movie is when Eula Ballbricker is in the principal's office.
Describing the penis.
Yes. And you've got the you've got the three coaches trying so hard not to die.
We
And then the
seen that.
principal is like straight faced until the very end. And then of course it just
Well,
goes.
she described the mole on it. That's
Oh
what
my
broke
God!
everybody.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
it goes up and it shows the picture of Eisenhower, and of course he's got that smile, and it's like, oh my God, he was in on the joke.
We were watching that. Oh God, I'd had to been 15, 16. It was when we first got our satellite dish. And back then, you could get all the movie channels for free.
Right now,
And it was me.
that was one of the big
the big
satellite
satellite dishes
dishes.
that you had to actually change satellites to pick up all the
Right.
channels.
So when you're changing channels, you got about 15 minutes or so.
It wasn't that bad.
Well,
It was when I had to go out and crank it.
yeah,
Because I'd go out to the crank and I start cranking it, and we kind of had them marked on the backside because there was a kind of a little pointer deal that
Yeah.
would come down. We kind of had a mark, sat 5,
Yeah.
whatever. And I'd crank it till I got close, and I'd look back at the window, and Dad'd be there with the flashlight. And if he went this way, it meant I need to go left. And if he went up and down, I need to go right. And then he'd flash it on and off when I got it zeroed in. And then we upgraded and got the remote.
Oh, the motorized.
The motorized with the deal in the house.
Yeah.
That's way better. But we're sitting there, and it was me and my dad and Jackie Gates. First time we've ever seen this movie. In that particular scene,
Yeah.
we're all rolling in the fucking floor. Mom said she gave up on it early on in the movie and went to bed. But we're sitting there, we're laughing so hard we couldn't hardly fucking breathe.
I like the shower scene. I mean,
A lot of fur.
oh, oh yeah. But
Kind of like Herbie describes that one in France.
yeah. But you know, for a young kid, you know, it's
I was thinking about that the other day.
almost like Fast Times at Ridgemont High
Oh yeah,
when Phoebe Cates goes.
you know they have Mr. Skin on Bob and Tom. Mm-hmm. We're talking about this on Christmas
Yes.
special.
Yeah.
But he said that is still the number one pause nude scene in like a regular movie.
Yeah.
You know, not a porn.
Right.
But a regular movie. That is the number one pause scene still to this day. You know,
I mean,
because back then you didn't see it all the time.
no,
I mean, we didn't have Game of Thrones and
No.
shit like
No.
that, you know.
and it
And
took
when you did see a scene like that, you're like, whoa.
right, and it was a big deal for women to push back when they were told that they had to do it.
Yeah.
Jamie Lee Curtis has talked about that scene in Trading Places, and she didn't want to do it. But
You know what's funny? We
but
were
the biggest-
watching that here a year or two ago.
Yeah.
And I went out of the bathroom or something. I came back and the TV's paused. And my wife's like, "Yeah, I paused this for you." I'm like, "Oh, how sweet are you?"
and she didn't want to do it because she didn't believe in the objectification of the female body. But at the
But she's playing a whore.
right, but at the same time, the reason why she ended up doing it, if I remember reading this correctly, is because the studio didn't want Jamie Lee Curtis to play that part because they only seen her as a scream queen.
Right.
And she wanted
that's
to prove that she's a legit actress. And
One thing about the nude scenes in the 70s and even into the 80s, they could be full frontal. You were seeing boobies, but you wasn't seeing nothing else. It was like they were wearing a fur bikini.
yeah.
I mean,
The
this is how
term
J&M does it.
yeah,
We
the
talk
term
about-
manscape had never even been uttered at that point.
Well, they trimmed their bikini line.
No, I'm talking for the guys.
Oh, for the guys, no.
Yeah.
No.
I mean,
Only ones that shaved back then were like bodybuilders and maybe some professional wrestlers that were of that bodybuilder ilk that wore the real small trunks. Mm-hmm. You know, you'd see fucking Bruiser Brody.
no.
I mean,
And I mean, you weren't going to see Ron Jeremy. Because, I mean, he'd have to shave his whole body. Yeah, I'm not even going to go down that road with that. But
I think the landing strip started coming out in the 80s, though.
yes. Yep.
But don't you used to have, I know you showed me one time when you were back on leave on your laptop, you had every centerfold from Playboy, every one ever made, and all the pictures. And it was interesting just to see
Right.
back from the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s,
Yeah.
the hairstyles.
Right.
And I'm not talking about up here.
Yes. And our favorite Italian from Florida and his lovely wife got me a 1976 Playboy. Because it's got, when Playboy actually did reviews on restaurants. And there's a steakhouse in Kansas City that they talk about, and this steakhouse since has had a 25-ounce Playboy strip steak that you can get. I mean, that steak is probably, I don't know, 2 inches
Wow.
thick.
Yeah.
And it's funny because we remember the Playboys from the 90s. in the 80s. You had the flat end and everything was in and it was like glued together.
Right.
Well, back in the 70s, no, it's like a Rolling Stone. You had all the pages and then it was like staple, staple, staple. I mean, it was still
That way, when you pull the centerfold out, she might have a staple hole in her belly. Remember Critters? When it Critters, the little alien guys
Oh, yeah.
that ate people,
Yeah.
and then the two that came down, the two space guys, and they could take any form.
Yeah.
And one of them took the form of Kerr from Trick or Treat.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And the other one took the form of a playmate.
Yes. Yes.
And he's like, ding, pulled the staple out of his belly.
Same thing in
Sandy
Men in
Kerr.
Black 2. The one with Rosario Dawson.
Yeah.
And the one big bad alien in that one, it's like a Victoria's Secret
Right.
catalog, and
Yeah.
she's just got that staple sitting there. But the Playboy that I have, it still has that triple fold out. And the jokes, the
Oh.
jokes that are on the back of that fold out.
Right. I was gonna say that was my main thing. I would flip through and look at the pictures.
Yep.
Then I'd go immediately to the centerfold. Looks pretty good, and then start reading the jokes. Because that one, laughter's the best medicine. That was in Reader's Digest.
Yeah.
But yeah, the jokes were hilarious.
Oh yeah, and the cartoons.
Yeah.
Now, when I started my subscription when I was in the Marine Corps, every issue I got before I even opened it up. I mean, I took it out of the plastic and everything, and I would sit there and I would stare and I would look at the cover, looking for the bunny. Because there's times where the bunny is hidden, and there's times where the bunny is like front and center.
It could be like an ear ring or something.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Did you know, and you probably do, Dolly Parton was once on the cover of Playboy in a Playboy bunny costume.
Really? I did not know that.
Keanu Reeves' mother made that costume.
Really?
And that costume still fits Dolly.
Well, yeah. I mean, look at Dolly.
But Keanu wore that for Halloween one year when he was a kid.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Because she's probably the size she was when she first started. Because like about Best Little Whorehouse in Texas and everything, she was getting kind of chubby.
Yeah.
Remember?
9 to 5.
Yeah.
9 to 5, she looked frumpy.
Right.
Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. She really didn't wear like regular clothing. It was bustiers and whatnot. I mean, she was definitely not showing any nudity.
No.
But yeah,
Well, we can talk about that too, since we're on the nudity thing. Like Julia Roberts.
yep,
You will never find a nude, topless, anything of Julia Roberts.
nope,
And the scene in Pretty Woman where they're on the piano,
yep.
her bare leg, that's a body double. But I must say, I seen her on Kimmel or Colbert or something the other night. She has aged very well.
Yes. Oh yes.
And she's got to be 70 now, isn't she?
No.
She's got to be she's in her 60s.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
look it up and put it down here.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know. But like the past couple of years, it just for me, it hasn't felt like Christmas
Mm-hmm.
because A, the weather,
Mm-hmm.
um, B, much like yourself,
Uh-huh.
um, I do, I miss my mom, and it's
Mm-hmm.
just, it's not the same.
Right.
Um,
See, even after Dad passed away,
mhm.
Mom and I would still put up a tree
Yeah.
and everything. And it was talking the other day, Mom and Dad's birthday. We never put up any decorations until my dad's birthday, which was December 13th. So basically, you got the 12 days of Christmas.
Yep.
And after Christmas was over, that tree came down. Because Dad's like, that tree looks so sad now with no presents under it.
Hmm.
So everything got boxed up. But Dad was really into Christmas, and Gary was really into Christmas.
Yeah.
I mean, you go over and look at his house, it looked like the Griswolds. And Anita, she would do trees in every room and everything. And of course, outside was covered in lights and the blow up stuff. And
Yeah.
he came real close to winning Best House in Buffalo a few times, but he's always finished second. But, but we haven't put up a tree in a while here. Because it's just kind of like,
The
Amanda always puts up a tree. If we put up a tree in there, fucking dogs or the cats
Oh,
would
yeah.
have it tore up.
Yeah.
So.
um, I was lucky enough to have my mom live with me through 2 Christmases.
Mm-hmm.
The first one, because I had a little 4-foot Christmas tree,
Right.
because my coffee table would be in front of my big picture window, and I'd set that tree up on top of it, and then you could put gifts up underneath it, and when you turned the light on, you could see the tree, and I mean,
Yeah. The last one we had, we still have it. We just haven't set it up. Is a fiber optic tree.
yes,
So freaking easy. Set that sucker up, pull the limbs out, plug it in, and it just.
the tree that we had at the gun shop was a black pre-lit Christmas tree. Dude, it because our ceiling we had done all black. The floor was the carpet got pulled up and everything, and the floor got sanded, and it got stained, kind of like marble.
Mm-hmm.
It's black, but it had white veins through it, and then epoxy, and that black tree just looked perfect.
Yeah.
Um,
Of course, I remember as a kid when we still lived in the old house, our old jam practice house.
yeah,
Dad and I, every year, we'd go out, and of course, all this land north of us here was timber.
mm-hmm.
And we'd go out, and usually down on that holler, there, as you're going out the lane,
Yeah.
up in that holler,
Yeah.
there'd be cedar, because it was kind of clearer there. There wasn't as much timber, but there'd be cedars there. And we'd go find one 6 foot, whatever would fit in that old house, and we'd cut it down,
yeah,
load it in the trailer, and then we'd go up top the hill, and there's kind of a little road through the timber, and you go up, and there was a great big freaking cedar tree up there at just the edge of the timber. I mean, the base of that thing was bigger than our studio here.
damn,
Dad and I called that our Christmas tree. And in the summer of 1980, that timber caught on fire.
ooh,
Because it was one of the driest summers that I can remember,
yeah,
and burnt everything up, burnt up our freaking Christmas tree.
oh man,
But I don't know how old that thing was, but it was, like say, the base, I don't think the base would have fit in this room. And it was probably 30 feet tall.
oh yeah,
You know.
at least. We've talked about
Video games.
gifts that we wanted but never got, gifts that we got, giving gifts just really means a lot. Christmas trees, But no matter what, it is not Christmas until you watch Hans Gruber falling from Nakatomi Tower. And you can argue about it all you want down in the comments. Die Hard is a fucking Christmas movie. And do you know why?
Because we said so.
Well, it's the only Christmas movie with Christmas in Hollis by Run DMC.
That, and it's got everything your traditional Christmas movies
Yeah.
have.
Yes.
There's a Christmas party.
Oh, yes.
There's a bad guy.
A guy that's trying to ruin Christmas.
Right.
Okay.
Whether he's taking everybody's money like It's a Wonderful Life or whatever, then there's the good guy who's trying to save the day.
Yes.
And I'm sorry, if Die Hard would have took place during, well, let's say 4th of July, he wouldn't have been able to find that wrapping tape to tape that fucking 9mm to his back.
Right.
And when they're drilling the vault, he goes, I can get you through these, but that last layer, we're going to need a miracle. He goes, but it's Christmas.
Yeah.
And then he writes, now I have a machine gun too. Ho, ho, ho.
And it's the main character and his significant other are kind of strained at the beginning of it, and at the end of it,
Family's back together.
back together.
Yep.
So
And I would even go out on a limb, and even though the main star of the movie says it wasn't because it was released in June, Lethal Weapon.
yep.
I mean, when Gary Busey busts in the house and he hears the TV and the little kids go, but what day is it? It's fucking Christmas.
Well,
And
they
then-
had a Christmas
and
tree.
They had a Christmas tree. And at the end of it, whatever Riggs comes over and the oldest daughter who's in love with him,
Yep.
he goes, well, here, I got your dad a present. He wouldn't have done that any other time of year but Christmas when he had that 9mm bullet with a ribbon around it.
Yep.
Because that was the one he threatened to kill himself with every day.
Yep.
So, just saying. They're two of my favorite Christmas watches. I mean, the classics too, you
Yeah.
know. I mean, I haven't watched Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer in a hot minute just because I'm not 8.
And you know what?
If Georgie wanted to watch it, I'd watch it with him.
It's
You know?
not the fact. I watch Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer because I like Yukon Cornelius.
Right? That was one of my favorite ones as a kid.
yeah.
You know, I mean, you had Frosty the Snowman, Santa Claus Comes to Town, and all those claymation stuffs. But Rudolph was always my favorite. I never got into the Little Drummer Boy.
No, yeah. But let us know in the comments what you like to do when you're getting ready for Christmas, the holidays, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah,
Festivus.
Festivus.
Get your Festivus polls up early. Reference back to what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah. But from all of us here at the Stu Him Productions studios, we would like to wish you a Merry Christmas. Be safe, be careful, have a great New Year. We will have our New Year special, like always.
Yep.
But until then, you have just watched another episode of Stu Him Productions Presents.
J&M Solve the World. I am James.
And I am Matt. And most important, we love you, we thank you, and you keep one fist in the gold, one foot in the gutter, and we will be seeing you.
Peace.